What's popping, y'all? It's your girl Team.stacie, and I'm back, baby. I said I'm back with another YouTube video, and if you're new to my channel, hello, and if you're a return subscriber, what's up?
Watch me going out of the way when I should've went home. Only time of the day I get this.
Alrighty, guys, so as you guys can tell by the title, today we are doing a girl talk video. I'm super excited. I literally love these type of videos. I love talking to you guys. I love letting you guys in today's video. I am getting a little bit vulnerable. I'm getting a little open here. It is scary for me, but I love you guys. I look at you guys as family, and I feel like me being open about my situation, I know somebody can relate to it, so that's definitely what motivates me, being open with you guys. So in today's video, I really want to talk about, you know, feeling like you don't have a purpose, feeling like you're just out of tune with yourself, and just feeling like your life is on autopilot. So if you fall into any of those categories, definitely in today's video, we're going to be achieving this glam. We're going to be doing our makeup. I'm in love with today's makeup look. We're going to be doing this, but as well as giving you 5 proven tips that I use personally to completely transform my life from being on autopilot, from getting back in alignment with myself, my higher self, my, you know, the self that I aspire to be, getting in line and back on track, and, you know, just basically creating healthy habits and just becoming the best version of me possible. But also stay tuned all the way to the end of today's video, because I'm going to give you a bonus tip, and that tip right there, that bonus changed my life for the good, like hands down. If I can give you guys anything, yeah, that's the one. That's the one for real. But yeah, so if you are interested in seeing how we achieve this look, if you're ready to wind down with me, literally, I'm corny. But if you are ready to wind down with me and, you know, just really talk about something that is so important to me and that has been very big recently in my life, definitely keep watching. And yeah, let's get into it. So today, if you are old enough, go ahead and get you a glass of wine. Today I'm trying out Stella Rosa. This is the flavor Stella Peach. I got this recently. I did try it out a little bit on Sundays, because if you guys don't know, Sundays I don't do anything. I call that like my self-love, self-care Sundays. I don't even like to hit the roads. I just stay home, watch movies all day. I don't work. I don't do nothing. So I already tasted this on Sunday. I want to try the new flavor, which they have a watermelon, but this was good, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour up so you guys can do the same. If you guys drink, get you a drink. You guys smoke, go ahead and roll up. If you guys don't drink alcohol, you don't gotta get alcohol, baby. Just get something that just tastes good and make you feel good, whether that's your favorite slushie at Sonic's, girl, I don't care. You get something that makes you feel good, and let's get into this video. So let me just go ahead and get my hair out the way. Also, this is just a little disclaimer. So you guys, a few of you guys like to comment on my videos and let me know that there is a beep that you guys hear in my videos, and I'm sorry guys. I've tried already. I've literally went to Home Depot and we bought the batteries to put in the smoke detectors, and the beeping does not stop. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna try again probably sometime this weekend. I live in South Florida right now. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, guys, so I live in South Florida right now. So there's actually like, we're on like hurricane kind of watch right now. So, but one of these days I'm gonna put on my calendar that I need to go to Lowe's. I'm gonna buy the batteries. I'm gonna see if we still have the stepping stool, and we're gonna figure this out. If I gotta take a sledgehammer and break it, it is what it is. We're gonna figure out the fire with our freaking 5 senses or 6 senses. So basically what I want to ask you is, do you feel your life runs on autopilot? And what I mean by that is, do you feel like you're just not in control? With today's girl talk, I wanted to talk about how to feel alive again, how to feel like you have purpose. I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory about me. I go through these phases where I'm super productive, I'm on my shit, I'm getting stuff done, I'm working hard, I'm crushing goals, I'm achieving great things, but then all of a sudden I just fall off. I literally get out of whack, I get out of tune, and I'm just not aligned with my true self. So it was so funny. What triggered me to make this girl talk today, it was a TikTok, and this girl, she was laying in bed, and I think the caption, or like basically the video was saying, was watching that TikTok, I'm like, oh my God, I literally go through that phase. Like I go through those phases so often. So when I saw that video, I'm like, all right, that's one thing that I'm happy that other people go through the same thing as me. Let me go through these comments and see what we can do to fix this. Like what's their tips in the comments that they can say to fix this. So I'm going through the comment section. It was just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of girls, and they all just agreed. But there was no answer, and that's what really made me make this video and made me want to do the research and made me want to experiment for you guys, because I know I feel like this. So I know there's at least one girl out of the 30,000 people that are subscribed to my channel, there's one person that feels the same way that I have felt. So that's what makes me want to do this video for you guys today. I hope this video is helpful. I just know by the end of this video, I guarantee somebody's going to take away something that is going to change their perspective and ultimately change their life. So in today's video, I'm going to give you guys 5 proven tips. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about is basically structure and self-control. Basically, I've always looked at myself as someone that lacks self-discipline. I don't have self-control. I can't fight the urges of wanting to be lazy and stay in bed, fight the urges of, you know, just not being my top tier self. So honestly, I feel like a lot of people can agree with that. A lot of people probably feel the same way that I felt. But I came across this statement, completely changed my life. There isn't much of a difference between someone that has great self-control and discipline between someone that is, you know, very disciplined. There's not much of a difference between the two people. Hey guys, future Stacie popping in. So I wanted to fix this sentence I said because I definitely butchered it. But basically what the statement states is there isn't much of a difference between someone that has great self-control and discipline compared to someone that does not have great self-control and great discipline. The major difference between those two people comes down to one thing. It comes down to their environment. So the person that is not disciplined, that lacks self-control, their environment probably has so many triggers to make them be like that. So for example, another reason why I used to think to myself that I wasn't disciplined, I work from home. So whenever it was time for me to do work, where it be me editing videos or doing anything work related, I would always opt out and just choose to go to sleep. That's my biggest enemy, naps. I had to take naps. And I realized that was happening because and this is gonna sound so stupid, I would do my work in my bed. I would edit my videos in my bed. I would answer my work emails in my bed. I would plan my, you know, my makeup page, or, you know, what I'm going to be launching for the next season. I would do all these things in my bed. And then I'm wondering why I'm so freaking tired and I can't fight the urge to go to sleep. And it was because I was mixing a place that is literally designed for you to go to sleep and thinking that I can get work done there. So it's not necessarily me being undisciplined. It's the fact that you have a desk, set it up properly for you to get your work done. And ever since I started to do that, I kid you not, I've been getting it done. Like, I get it done. I no longer like struggle with, you know, time and just not doing what I'm supposed to do. I actually get stuff done. So the next step, creating a new reality / a new identity. So this was super different for me, and I just started getting into this type of stuff. So I feel like when you really start to get to know yourself and you really start to like try to figure out who you are and what you want to do and who you want to become and what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you mad, what makes you just feel all these type of feelings, you start to realize who you are. Honestly, you start to realize who you are. We are like doing stuff and it's not aligned with who we want to become. So let me give you a small example. I want to become someone that is so loving. They're so in tune with their self. This girl does yoga in the morning. She meditates. She reads books. She works. She's like a fitness guru. She's into fitness. She's still doing her thing in the beauty realm. Okay, so now you have step one. You know what you want, who you want to become. You know, things like that. But then the next thing is like, you're not doing anything to create that new reality. Why can't I work on that now? Why does that have to be something that's set into the far future? Why can't that be something that is attainable now? And when I start to think like that, it's like, okay, so go to the gym now, like start creating that new identity now. if you're not good at sticking to habits, let me ask you something. The current you now, right? Let's say you want to be more fit. The current you now is not fit, but the future you that you, when you close your eyes and you imagine what you could look like. By the way, I'm using a J. LaRue loose powder thing that I think it's called Halo. I think it rubbed off. This is like super pretty. It's like holographic. So let's say you wake up in the morning and you're supposed to go to the gym, and when you wake up, you literally have this deep anchoring feeling to your bed that says, I do not feel like going to the gym today. Now, one, feelings are temporary. One, you never want to like base like, you know, decisions off of feelings because they tend to change. Secondly, you are currently asking yourself now, the self that's not fit, the self that's not healthy, you're asking yourself, do you feel like going to the gym? And of course, that person that you're asking is going to want to create the same reality over and over and over. So they're going to say no. But that future you is not like that. That future you wants to go to the gym. They want to stay active. They might not even want to go, but they know they have to go. That's something that also has been helping me out tremendously, is when I don't want to do something, I don't ask the Stacie in the now. I ask the Stacie that I want to become. Do you want to go to the gym? And 9 times out of 10, she's going to be like, hell yeah, I want to go to the gym, because girl, this body is not gonna make itself. Also today, I just wanted to point out, I'm gonna be trying out the MAC Studio Fix foundation. I know it's not new or anything, I just wanted to not use the same foundation. I'm actually really nervous because I'm like used to my foundation. I stumbled upon something called shadow work, and if I could be completely honest, the name threw me off. I'm like, what is shadow work? Like, that kind of sounded a little bit scary to me. Like, I'm like, what is that? So basically what shadow work is basically just kind of like digging into your past and basically trying to see why you are the way you are. Girl, when I say doing shadow work has changed my life so freaking much, and to somebody it probably seems like super small, but to me it was so tremendous. Like, if you want to like take control of your life, as we say, like, you know, get off of autopilot, the way you can do that is once you realize the reason why you're doing these things, and not into a don't do it in a judging manner. Don't judge yourself, you know, do it in a loving way, like just a understanding way. Like, look into yourself as if you're a kid. Like, that's really what shadow work is. It's kind of like talking to the kid version of yourself and letting that kid know it's okay, and just all these things. And it really does help. It helps so much. Alright guys, so in the video I didn't go in depth as what shadow work really means, because I already have a video on this topic. The video is literally completely and solely about this topic, so I will link it down below. Don't forget to check it out if you want more information on shadow work. Definitely check it out in my description box. It's my self-care video. It's a beautiful video to reset and recharge and really start asking the why questions. The why questions are so important. So next up, your environment. Okay, so for example, let's say, you know, I don't know everybody's situation that's watching this video. So like, you might share a room with a sibling, you might, you know, not have your own, you know, stuff in your own space how you want, but I can say, if you can, try your best to really focus on creating the environment that you want. So there was like, I believe it's a Chinese quote, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but basically it says, a messy room equates to a messy mind. And honestly, I believe that to be very, very true. Any of you guys deal with, like, you know, depression, a lot of times your room gets really messy. Like, you're not cleaning. So it's very, very common for things to get messy. So that's why I do agree with a messy room equates to a messy mind. When you have a lot going on, things can get hectic. But if I can say anything, it is so important to take care of your environment the best way you can. Honestly, when I started to make my bed in the morning, make sure my desk, I have a desk, and that's where like I like to edit and, you know, do like work related things. my desk, I have to make sure my desk is clear for the next day. Laundry, I don't, when I do my laundry now, you know, everyone has this like whole thing of doing the laundry. Once it's done, you know, you might either leave it in the dryer. When you take it out, you just got a pile of clothes that you never put away. I make sure, and I make it my business, once that dryer rings, I take it out and I put all my clothes away. These little techniques that I have been implementing in my life are so freaking important. And I know to someone that's watching this video, they're probably like, girl, you wasn't doing that, like, huh? And I really want this video to be a judgment-free zone. Like, I don't want anyone to first come for me about like me being vulnerable and being open about the things that I used to do and the things that I used to deal with, because me speaking up is because I know someone else relates to this. And by you coming in my comments, I'm fine, okay? Like, whatever anyone had to say, I'm fine. But by you coming into my comments, you're making somebody else feel very uncomfortable in a situation that they could currently be living in, right? So anyways, you know, just taking care of your environment is just super duper important. When I started to really take care of my environment and be very, very intentional about the things that I do and what I have and where I put and what I keep and what I, you know, give away, when I started to be very intentional, things started to change for me. Like, I honestly feel more at peace. Like, when I would come into my room and it would just be a mess, like, I would literally feel a mess, like everything is falling apart. Like, I just get so frustrated. But now, like, I make sure, like, I take care of my environment. And it could be like, let's say you know, you stay, like I said, we don't know your living situation, so you might not live in your own apartment yet, you might not have your own place, so you might be sharing, which, you know, that's fine. But if you can, your tiny bit of space, just try to take care of it. You might have a room with 10 people in there, who knows? But as long as in your section, you know, you try to make your bed if you can, you know, whatever you can do that's possible to make, you know, your area clean, it's a healthy environment, definitely do that. That can definitely contribute to you feeling in tune or out of tune, because if a messy room equates to a messy mind, you're already stressed with the normal things that stress you out in life, and then, you know, you're coming home to just a messy atmosphere. I mean, what can you expect? You're literally just gonna feel like all over the place. You're just gonna feel like a mess. And, you know, we want to change that. We don't want you to feel like that. I know I didn't want to feel like that, so I know you don't want to feel like that. All right, so after we talked about, you know, the topic of, you know, taking care of your environment and stuff like that, that also does go for, you know, people do make up your environment. So you want to limit or remove, you know, toxic people and triggering people or things. These things, so when you're on this journey of, you know, just trying to better yourself, how to create healthy habits, and you're just on this journey, sometimes having certain people around, they can either, one, take you back to the person that you don't want to be anymore, or the person, you know, they could not accept that you're trying to change, and they make you feel bad for trying to change, and they might like make little jokes or, you know, say little things about you trying to change and better yourself. For me, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, talk about anybody, but, you know, I was definitely around someone for about 2 years, and that person, they had a lot of negative attributes about them. They would talk very like negatively about people and stuff like that, and it would be so draining, because I didn't want to be like that. I never was like that, but let's say I was like that. Let's say I was someone that, you know, talked bad about people and stuff like that, and now I'm on a journey to not doing that, and the person knows I'm on that journey. If they continue to just be them, I cannot blame them. They don't have to go on the same journey as me. They don't have to, you know, see that they want to change. But for me, I have to realize that this person is not aligning with me. So there's some people that you might want to completely remove, and there's some people that you either can't remove them because, you know, your situation, you might live with them, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It just might not be, you know, you might not be able to remove the person. So I'm very understanding of that. So if you can't, you know, just remove the person, then you want to limit you know, your interactions with the person. And if you can remove the person and you're okay with that, and you're, you know, you're willing, and you're willing to make that sacrifice for your future self, then, you know, by all means, it's going to be hard, but do what you got to do. You know, at the end of the day, this is your life, and you're in control of how this goes, how this is gonna go. You know, if you feel like this person is just not benefiting you, and it's not, you know, aligning with your higher self, or who you are, you know, who do you want to become, if that person is not aligning, you got two options, baby. Limit your access with that person's access to you, or they gotta go completely. Like, it's no limitations. Is your card has been revoked, like, completely. Like, you cannot get in. You know, some people, they might get in the way of you wanting to, like, change yourself, and it's not because they don't want change for you. Sometimes it could just be straightforward that they don't want you, they don't want better for you. And then sometimes it's not that. Sometimes, you know, that person that, you know, might talk a lot of crap about other people, you were that go-to person for them that they can do that with. They know, hey, I can go hit up Stacie, and we're gonna go talk about this girl all day. Like, we can go do that. But now that Stacie doesn't want to do that anymore, you know, that person might not want that change. They like how things were. So, you know, I'm understanding of both sides of things, but personally, I just feel like you really want to choose yourself in every aspect. Choose yourself every time. That was my 5 steps to basically feeling alive, taking yourself off of autopilot, and just getting back in tune with yourself. So I'm gonna give you guys my bonus tip, and then we're just gonna have a little free talk. I wish this was live so I can really talk with you guys, but we're, you know, we'll still make it do. Okay, so my bonus tip for after everything I said, this is one of my favorite tips. This has changed my life completely, girl, like completely, is learning. Now, I know it sounds so corny, but it is so freaking true. When I started to fall in love with learning, that has changed everything for me. I have now been reading so many freaking books. Like, this is one of my favorite books right now. I'll show you guys what I'm currently reading. This is the book that I'm currently reading. It's so much, but like, I've been reading books this month alone. People have a goal of reading at least 1 to 2 books a year. I think I've read 4 books in a month. That's like people's yearly goal. So I'm so proud of myself because of that. But the reason why I said learning is because, one, when you take your time and you're doing your research, sorry, I kicked my camera. But when you take your time and you do the research and you start to learn about new things, you start to realize that you're probably not the only one feeling this way. So for example, a few months ago, I felt like this for a long time, but I remember vividly, a few months ago, I was sitting on my couch downstairs, and I had a friend over, and I just started to have this intense feeling I was a fraud. And the reason why I felt like that was because I felt like from the outer side of me, like I have my shit together. Like, people look at me and they're like, oh my god, how did you build your YouTube channel? How'd you do this? How do you do your makeup so good? How do you do this? But deep down, I felt like I didn't really have accomplishments. Like, I didn't have anything I felt like I really accomplished. I don't know, I felt inferior. Honestly, I felt inferior. I would compare myself to other creators and other people, and I would always feel smaller. I would always feel inferior compared to them. That day I was sitting on the couch, I actually decided to like look this up, and I don't even know how I worded it, because that was just a lot of words I told you guys. So I don't even know how I worded those feelings, but I ended up looking it up, and I realized that there's a name for that, and it's called imposter syndrome. Didn't get the solution yet, didn't even click a video yet, but once I realized that there was a name to this, that made me realize that there was other people that felt like this. And of course, I watched videos on it, I watched TED Talks on it, and I started to realize what it is and things like that. And I ended up healing that part of me separately. And if you have imposter syndrome and you need help with that, I definitely can help you. But it definitely made me feel less alone. The reason why I feel like learning is so important is because a lot of the tips that I told you guys today definitely came from a lot of the books that I've read just this month. Can you imagine where my mindset is going to be 10 years from now if within a month these books have just been changing my perspective. It's honestly, it's crazy, it's insane. So a lot of these books is what kind of helped me help you guys today, and I just think it's very, very important. So if you have a feeling, you feel a certain way about yourself, or you have certain thoughts, one, start doing the research to figure out what that is, because there could be a name for it. There could be a name for it, and you're one step closer into solving that problem. You know, when I was younger, I used to daydream a lot, like excessive. Like I would daydream I used to feel like I daydreamed my life away. I used to daydream so much, and I thought it was just weird. I thought it was a little crazy, but kept it to myself. And then I finally realized that that's a thing. It's a thing. It's called maladaptive daydreaming disorder. Maladaptive daydreaming disorder. Never knew it was a thing. But the second I did the research on it, and I realized it wasn't just I was daydreaming, I was doing it excessively when I was younger. When I did that research and I realized what this actually was called, it just made me feel the slightest bit better, because I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. You can go to the doctor and they'll tell you what this is. Hopefully they know. But definitely made me feel a lot better about my situation, and I think it would definitely help you guys. Just, you know, you don't have to get into reading might not be your thing, but just continue to learn. Because another thing that makes me feel like, oh, y'all, I'm over here, what, y'all letting me talk, and I didn't even finish my makeup. I'm like drink down, hands rubbing the legs, just talking. Oh my god. Let me freaking finish. Hold on. The look looks really good though. I really love the sparkle on the eye. I think you guys are gonna love this look. And if you guys want a detailed tutorial, definitely let me know. Once you start learning, and not because you're in high school, not because you're in college, you know, once you start keeping that brain active and learning new things and having aha moments and having moments where you're like, oh wow, I never knew that, you know, just having moments like that. Once you start actually learning, you're working your brain so it doesn't really feel like it's just mush. Like it's just, you know, when you were in school and like you just had summer, and then all of a sudden when you come back you can't read as good or you can't write as good. That's because just within those 2 months of being off from school and being off from reading and learning and like things like that, your brain already started to like just regress. So can you imagine you graduated 6 years ago and you haven't really picked up a book, or not even a book, you haven't exercised your brain at all? No shade to you, because girl, I was doing the same thing. But can you imagine in 2 months that was happening to you, what happened 6 years after you graduated? And if you didn't go to school or anything like that, your brain just starts to, you know, it's not getting worked out, it's not getting exercised. And you know what happens when you don't exercise a muscle? Atrophy. That's like excessive and extra, but it's just very important to continue to learn. So I definitely encourage you guys to start reading. But if that's not your thing, you don't have to read the same books as me. You don't have to read self-help books. You don't have to read anything like that. You can read hot steamy romance books, but just you know, read. But even if reading is not for you, then go on YouTube and just watch videos. Not all the time do you want to watch videos that's, you know, drama and, you know, stuff like that. Like those are good to watch. Makeup tutorials are good to watch, you know, of course watch me, but sometimes it is good to go watch a infographics channel, you know, learning like those little things where they will just teach you facts that you just never knew, like facts about sharks, facts about what happens when you are in a coffin buried alive. Like just continue to learn, because that has helped me so freaking much. Out of everything I told you, that right there, if I could have made this video very short and just told you that, and you would have got everything that I said today, basically, if you started to read and like just do your own research and stuff like that. We want to use our comment section of this video today as a safe place. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about in my next girl talk, please do not hesitate to let me know. I want to do girl talks more often. I just feel like I kind of run out of topics. I don't really know what to talk about. So if you want relationship advice, if you want advice on starting a business, starting your YouTube channel, if you want advice on, you know, whatever, definitely comment it down below, and we definitely can do videos on that, because I be needing I be needing y'all, like y'all, what's the word? Contribution to the video. I know that's not the word I was looking for, but that's the word we're gonna use today. Basically with me, like I said, I've just been reading a lot freaking more. That's basically what I like to do, and like educating myself. Obviously, like I still have balance in my life. I still watch Netflix, I still watch Messy Mondays with Zoe. Like I still watch these things and I still do these things, but I definitely try to like use my time wisely. Just been trying to be more productive and more intentional with the things I do. I've been going to the gym for 4 days a week, and I think I've been doing it for about 3 weeks straight now. Nothing too crazy, but I've been, you know, going to the gym and just being, you know, I've been trying to like keep my area clean and just making sure everything is organized. That's basically how life has been for me, and honestly I just love it because I feel like I feel more like, I don't know, I feel like I have more energy in a way. Like now, like for example, like I schedule my days like so much better now because I follow the tips that I told you guys. So like now, like I have healthy habits. I used to like fall off with YouTube so often, and it was because I had no structure. Like I would just record when I would record, I would edit when I edited, and like I just had no structure. But now like I actually have structure. I have recording dates, and you know, I have everything kind of like planned out, so I know, okay, I need to do this video is going up. Like I actually have videos like ready for you guys. I definitely appreciate like the new like subscribers and stuff like that. Like I've been getting, I gained like literally like thousands of subscribers a month, and it's like girls that like really, you know, they really rock with me, and like even the OGs, like you guys really rock with me, and I just really like love you guys for that. So I feel like that was also like a lot of motivation for me to like get my shit together, because I felt like I didn't want to ruin this. Like I didn't want to be like, we've all had that time where like you might have found like a video or like a YouTuber and like you really like them, and then you go look on their page and they haven't posted in a year. Like that hurts. Like girl, where you at? Like, and I didn't want to be that YouTuber. I didn't want to be that YouTuber that you guys love and like you guys actually learn makeup from, and then I'm not posting, or I didn't want that. So I was like, you know what, we gonna get it together, and we not gonna just say we get it together. We're gonna actually do the research and figure out how do we get this together. We're gonna add a little diamonds to the look. We're gonna be a little extra today. I hope you guys are liking this makeup look. I really like it. Let me go ahead and just do my lips, highlight, and spray my face. And for the lip, I used the the lip liner from Nika K. It's called Cocoa. And then the lip gloss I use, I don't know guys, it doesn't have a name on it. I literally got this from Didi's discount. It's like random lip kit, so I don't know the name of it, but we're just gonna go ahead and highlight. Alrighty guys, so that is the end of today's video. As you guys know, we did a great girls talk. I love this. I feel like I just moved my camera, I'm sorry y'all, but I feel like it's therapeutic to you guys, and it's definitely therapeutic to me. You guys love my talking videos. I love giving you guys talking videos, and honestly it was just freaking great. Like I just had a good time. I just really hope that somebody benefits from this video. I'm gonna pour me up one last one to finish up the video. But yeah guys, definitely love today's video. Like I said, today is a safe place. If you guys have any video topics that you guys want to talk about, definitely comment that down below, like ASAP, like right now. Comment it down so I can start working on those videos. I like to make sure I give you guys the best advice possible. If that means I gotta run experiments and do work and do research, then so be it. I'm gonna make sure my babies, my girls, my sisters, all of that get the information that they need. Sorry, my Instagram, I just posted something. If you haven't already, join the family and just do it like Nike. Subscribe to this channel right now. I'm gonna give you a few moments, okay? Let me give you some time. You're part of the family? Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. It's lit over here. It's only baddies over here. We have it's a lot over here. Okay, so thank you for joining the team. But if you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up so I know you guys want more girl talk videos, more, you know, makeup, get ready with me videos. Also comment down below a pink heart emoji. So I want you guys to comment down below your video suggestions for my next girl talk, but then also comment down my favorite emoji of all times. I think between these two emojis, I usually comment you like back at you guys with these two emojis, but definitely comment this emoji right here. This is my favorite emoji. Comment it down below so I know you guys made it this far, just because, you know, we're giving pink vibes. It's giving self-love, self-care. Kind of wish I did this video on Sunday because of like the wine and the road. This is literally how I vibe out on Sundays, but Sundays are what? Self-care. We don't work on those days. We have structure. So if you guys also want a video on basically how my week goes, I can probably do a weekly vlog. I know I had somebody comment and say they want to see vlogs from me, which I am working on one. But if you guys want like weekly vlogs, I can definitely do that because my calendar, I'm looking over here, my calendar, it'd be full. It'd be full. I do stuff every single day except for Sundays, so I would love to just bring you guys in. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I had such a great time doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love this makeup look. I know some of you guys are going to want a tutorial on it, so if you do, just let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hate that I'm saying bye, but I'm gonna see you guys in my next video regardless. I post like 3 times a week now, so I love you guys so freaking much, and I'm gonna see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.